So my name's Dave. I work for Student Roost, which is a student accommodation facility. Got a fiance at home, 2 children. I've managed to maintain working all the way through the pandemic, so I've not been affected by not having to work or being furloughed and only having a percentage of my pay. So I've been lucky in that respect. But personally, me and my fiance were due to be married last year, have a honeymoon. We've obviously had to postpone that twice so far. We're now rebooked in to get married this August, and again, as the situation still stands, we're not 100% sure whether that's still going to go ahead as a normal wedding. I feel like it's been handled very badly by the government in all. There's certain things that I would have done a lot differently. I would have shut the borders down straight away. You look at countries like Australia and New Zealand that have had very, very minimal cases. I think the last time I heard something was a few weeks ago. Australia had a total of 800 deaths total. And you look at a few weeks ago, as of now, we were having 1,300 a day. So yeah, I think we've been robbed of the country in the way that it's been handled. I feel like the economy and money was put in front of people's health and safety. My partner has struggled a lot because, again, I've been lucky enough that I've been able to come out of the house, go to work. She's not working, so she's literally been stuck in the house for the better part of a year now, with very limited, being able to go out. I know we had the few months in the summer where things eased off, which have been shown to be a bad decision. But so she's struggled mentally. The children as well. I've got a 5 and a 12-year-old. The 12-year-old, I think he struggled a lot more than the 5-year-old. The 5-year-old just gets on with his day and plays with his toys and does the little schoolwork he's got. But the 12-year-old, I think, has struggled in the fact that they're losing out a lot of social skills that you build up as a child. They've basically, again, had near enough a year where they've been stuck at home. Well, the pandemic spreading is due to the world's governments not shutting things down as early as possible. China possibly didn't, again, speculating, possibly didn't let on how serious it was before it got a chance to spread around the world. Again, you see some countries that have been handled it very well and some countries that haven't. So it all just depends on what priorities your government have put in place. Again, this government, you had right at the beginning of the pandemic, you had Boris Johnson in hospital saying he was shaking hands with COVID patients, and then ended up in hospital in intensive care himself. It wasn't taken seriously enough at the start. And I, for one, was one of them. My partner said to me, "Oh look, there's this virus in China that's like a zombie thing. They all look like zombies." And I laughed it off, going, "Oh yeah, well, it's China, isn't it? All sorts of weird stuff happens." And then to know that 2 months later, we'd all be in a mess that we were as a country was just. I don't know what to say. There's so many things to say about it. The whole situation's been handled poorly. I just want to have a hug with my mum. I've seen my mum a few times, especially in the summer when you could still meet. We'd go for walks, but I've not hugged my mum for the better part of a year. So that's the first thing I'd like to do, is go up to my mum, have a cup of tea with her and have a hug with her, like a proper mum hug.